we start at first grade is like 7 years old and something like that, and then we have English class like around 8 class that's for my experience. I have like around 8 class is an hour per class a week, and then in Thailand we usually focusing on the grammar and reading, writing, something like that. We don't have a lot of conversation class and speaking class. We don't talk a lot, just write, work on the workbook, something like that. And then we have the international teacher. It's like the teacher from another country that use the English as the first language. So okay, but before we start that, it's like preschool. We kind of have the introduction of the English language for the little kid. It's like just the introduction, right? Just do something, like activity about English. We sing a song, like sit like a circle in the class, and then do whatever about English. Okay. And then first grade, we start to learn about the vocab, a little kid vocab, like some short words, something like that, and then write a sentence, like kind of a short sentence that just sentence. Yeah, and then going on to first grade. Right now, this is the time that we speak a lot. It's the most. We have international English, international teacher that's kind of bring some activity to the class, and then we speak in that class. And then we usually start writing assignment here. We start writing the short essay and start reading a book, reading. And then in 7th grade, in Thailand, the education system, 7th grade and 8th grade is part of high school. Okay, and if we move on to this part of the class, it's kind of beginner serious for the exam to going on to the college. So people write serious and focus on the grammar, vocab, and assignments, some stuff like that. They doesn't speak a lot and doesn't have conversation class. Just the only one that we read in this, speak in this class is kind of have some article and we just read. Teacher doesn't know that we understand or not in that paragraph or that reading assignment. She just wants us to write, oh yeah, you can read that. And yeah, pretty much like this. And then move on to the 10 to 12 grade. It's like right now what we're doing, we kind of working on the workbook and textbook. The stuff that I just done before I came here is gonna kind of have the article, some short article, that random article that I don't know where that came from, but we usually go through it together in the class. At first, we kind of look at that about the vocabulary. Teacher gonna pick the very hard vocabulary and then explain it, like where is it from, what's it the vocabulary root, and explain it. And then we're gonna look through the grammar in that article, right? What's this grammar? What's going on with the grammar? And then when we're done with the vocab and grammar, we kind of look through it about what's going on in this article, and then just that, what are we doing in Thailand? So,
as for Norway, I wanted to take a different approach because I thought it would be we do pretty much the same stuff. I wanted to take a different approach if you're going to go on. It's compulsory, obviously. As we start school, I started at age 4, but my father is crazy, so I started at 5. We started at age 6, and it lasts for 12 years. Some of which years we also have a different language at that point. You can go on. We have the exchange program. This is really pushed by the actual school. That we're right there. That's the day we're administration and by we have a counselor that works with this, and we get really good support. And you know, we had to go through some steps ourselves, but it's a part of a push for better second language or third language education to go on. Other international programs we have in elementary school, we have pen pals in different countries. Also interesting. We also have cultural exchanges with third world countries in middle school. When I was in middle school, we sent kids to South Africa to take pictures, I guess, and help some school with money. I don't really know, but we do these kind of things. In high school, we sent kids to Germany, Spain, and France for a week, and we also take in kids from those schools. And I really wanted to do it, but I was afraid of having a French version in my house, so I didn't do it. I don't know if it's the racist. I just felt comfortable. Anyway, we can go on. Anyway, I guess I could talk some more. It's generally a very large push for second language education because Norwegian is a very tiny language, and I think that's one of the big points. I guess I could go on talking, but I'm boring you, so I guess I'm done.
It's very interesting, but if you're done, you want to take questions, maybe?
Anyone have any questions?
Did you find out how many, have we had any foreign exchange students from this school sent?
We didn't actually. I forgot about that. I don't know.
I don't think so. I mean, that's my. Do you know of anybody from here that has gone on to be a foreign exchange student?
I don't think we venture out of our country.
That's one of the things that we talked about as they were doing this project. Like you said, 12 students from your school.
12 students from our school. And
from his school, not his country, his school.
Yeah, and there's only like 300 at a school at 7.
Right, right.
So, our school is sort of misrepresentative. Our school has, I think it's the highest number of foreign exchange students per student, our school, so that's sort of different, but it's very much more, yeah.
What are your sports in Norway?
We don't have any high school sports. Sports are handled by clubs outside of the school, so a lot of kids do sports like here, but it's not organized by the high school.
Oh.
The high schools doesn't really have any programs at all for extracurricular activities. That's handled by clubs outside school. That's the difference. I was really surprised when I came here and everyone stays behind in school for things. That was weird to me.
That's gotta stink.
Well, is that encouraged? It is encouraged, though. Extracurricular things are encouraged.
It's not like there's some. No, not really. I mean, if people want to do soccer or things, I guess they can, but it's not like people are telling them to.
Okay. Somebody was telling me last year, I think it was a German student, that extracurricular things are required at their school. They have to participate in something.
That wouldn't go on.
And Germany stinks because they have like 13 years of
Right.
high school or school.
Do you as well?
We have 7 years of elementary school, 3 of middle school, and 3 of high school. High school is mostly 12. No, it's not. Is it? I don't know. We have lots.
Any other questions for Arlie and Oyvind? Okay, thank you guys.